Hey everybody, I'm Chef Tom with allthingsbbq.com, and this is Grilled Mahi Mahi. So today we're going to be grilling up a fillet of mahi mahi. The fish so nice they named it twice. But before we get it on the grill, we're going to blitz up a marinade that we're just going to slather all over the surface, featuring some really great sweet, spicy, and herb notes. We're going to sandwich that fillet in a fish basket with some peppers and onions, grill it off, and finish with some fresh mango. First, let's get into the marinade. So we're going to start this off with 1 cup of chopped cilantro. And this cilantro, we're going to be using some of those stems as well because there's lots of good flavor in there, and we're just going to blitz it down anyway. And we'll just go into the food processor with that. Next, we're going to come in with 1/4 cup of fresh squeezed lime juice. Then we're going to do 1/4 cup of pineapple juice. Next, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of hot sauce, and we're using the Greenade, a green hot sauce. It's not super spicy, but it will add a little bit of kick. Put this stuff on just about anything. Next, we've got 2 tablespoons of oil, and we are using the chili-infused oil, which has a lot of garlic and onion flavor in it as well. And that fat's going to help carry all the other flavors around. And last, we're going to do a teaspoon of Jacobson's black garlic salt. That's it. So we're essentially just going totally pureed. Looks good. All right, so we got our grilling basket here in place. And this is our mahi mahi. So nice center cut of that fillet. I've gone ahead and taken the pin bones out with a pair of pliers. There's nothing to it, just pulling them out, but they do have some big bones in them, so look for those if you are cooking mahi mahi. Now, in order to get some of this marinade really into the flesh of this thing, I'm gonna go ahead and score the surface so we can let that soak down in there. Then we're just going to come right over the top with our marinade. Look at that beautiful color on that too. We'll just kind of massage that into the fish. Start to see it settle down into some of those scores that we made. Now we're going to top this off with some sliced red onion and anaheim peppers. We'll start with these anaheims, and I'm just going to dice them into rings. Not too thick, not too thin. We want it to break down, but not disintegrate. We don't want it to be raw in the end either. Seeds we can kind of pop out of there. Look at that. Anaheims are for lovers. So just sort of do the same thing here with our red onion. After we get it halved and peeled, we'll slice it up. Yeah, half of that onion's gonna work out. That's all we're gonna need. So we're just gonna come right on top of the fish here. That's the cool thing about this basket is you can kind of sandwich this stuff in there, infuse it with these flavors, and now you've got a little side of veg, something to eat once the fish is fully cooked. And just clamp it down. Today we're grilling on the Yoder Smokers YS640S pellet grill. We're running it at 475, so really hot right now, with our door removed so we're getting direct flame. And what we're looking to do here is we're gonna char up these peppers and onions on top of the fish, get some really good color there, and we can move it to indirect heat to finish cooking. We'll just slide that right over that opening so the flame is just hitting directly on a little bit of the fish and a lot of the peppers and onions. All right, so this is like 8 to 10 minutes in right now. You can see we're getting some char right there in the center. But to make sure that we get the edges as well, we're just gonna rotate this a little bit. Right under that direct flame. And we'll give that a few minutes before we spin it again. Nice, we're getting some color around the flesh of the fish as well. We'll go ahead and flip it, do the opposite side, and then we'll be ready to move this to indirect heat to finish cooking. Well, it's been about 15 minutes total now. We've got color. We just need to continue to raise the internal temperature of the fish itself, so we'll check for that now. Sitting at about 120. I got a 105 down here, so we got to bring that up to 140. We'll close this up and let it cook. So just check in the thickest parts of the fish that we get past that 140 mark, and we're there, so we're going to pull this off. Well, this is kind of cool. This basket's doing it for us, but I would recommend discarding some of those really charred bits, and then you're just kind of left behind with whatever's gotten cooked underneath with a little bit of that char flavor. And then we're just gonna add a little finishing touch with some mango here. We got a nice ripe one. Come right down the side of that seed. And a nice way to get the flesh out of here is using a pint glass. You can just kind of scrape it off the skin. So you don't really leave much behind. It's way easier than try to cut around everything. And the mango right on top. Well, let's check it out, guys. Man, that looks juicy. Get a little bit of that mango on there. Come on, mango. Oh, yeah. That marinade, so bright. The sweetness of the mango on top of that. You're getting savory, you're getting sweet. It's really not terribly spicy, but we do have some of that marinade left over if you want to do some dipping. Or just pour a little bit more on there. But yeah, obviously flaky, super juicy, great flavor. I love it. I hope you guys are going to try this one. And like I said, you don't have mahi-mahi, use something else. I use this recipe on just about any whitefish, and I'd probably even give it a shot on salmon. Well, thank you guys so much for watching today. Be sure to check out allthingsbbq.com for all the products featured in today's video. If you enjoyed the recipe, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments, or there's anything you'd like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below, and let's be good to one another. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, head over to allthingsbbq.com/thesauce. All things barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.